Driver picks the music, shotgun shuts his cake hole.
Emotional damage.
Hello, darling. Hello, boys.
Giggity.
Take that, depression!
Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to the Hold My Pen Promptcast! It's Saturday night! You know where the fuck you are. You're here to hang out with our crazy asses. How's everybody doing? How was your week? Was everybody's week a little fucked up and we just couldn't wait to get here because that's where most of us are at today. By the way, Stormy says hi. I do not know what she wants. I have been trying to figure that out for hours. Uh, Everybody's week was a little fucked up. It was just either we were all in pain. By the way, we are a couple of days off of Mercury going into retrograde, which means Freddy's in the fucking microwave. We're all fucked.
Darn it. Mercury, your dehydration
Yeah,
issues. You need to leave that Gatorade alone.
I know. Keep shorting out the fucking thing every damn time we turn around. Uh, Personally, I just think, Freddy needs to stay away from the microwave because last counts I had, he had a pacemaker. So, everybody ready for an amazing night. Also,
Offline.
Nagger. Are we off? Yep, we're off. Wait a minute. We're probably still rolling on. Are we still rolling on YouTube?
Oh, we popped up for a half second.
Hmm. Uh, Izzy, I don't think you're supposed to string that many freaking words together. Are we back?
I see something on the screen. Yes, we are.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Any bahoozles. Uh, yeah, apparently the penguin got loose. Don't worry, we're bribing him with fish.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. But before we got cut off, what Julie was saying is there are mods in chat, and there's currently a mod on screen, and I'm watching you. Behave yourselves.
I mean, be unhinged. Just be nice about it.
Yes. Some days we are also the Hold My Penguin Promcast because we need somebody to take specialist scuff somewhere else.
Well, Specialist Scuff got loose from the zoo. We adopted him. We did not realize what kind of havoc we got because apparently he speaks a different dialect of plain penguin as the rest of us.
Not not doxing anybody, but I'm glad to see a new face in chat tonight. I finally convinced her to show up, but that's your neighbor.
Oh, that one's my neighbor?
She doesn't believe me.
Hi, neighbor. Apparently, we're 15 minutes away from each other. We'll have to meet for coffee sometime.
You know, Izzy, I know a really nice farm in upstate New York where we could drop him off. And it's cold enough up there that a penguin would, probably do well up there, but he'd never be found again.
I like this
knowing
idea.
knowing our particular penguin, he would probably find his way out of shit, a lot of shit, because one minute we think we have him duct taped to the wall, next minute he's eating fish out of the bottom of somebody's freezer. It's not a good thing. So, any which way, buckle up, pup, because we got a lot of shit going down this weekend. Um, anybody
Beyond Izzy's desk.
get beyond Dizzy's desk going down, 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 down.
After our conversation about that last night, Izzy, I had a question.
What's that?
I don't know how to pose it delicately, so I'm just gonna ask it. Since everybody underestimates just how petite you are, is that actually just a normal desk that you've added a lowering function to?
No, this is not like one of those fucking trucks where you hit the button and they slam itself to the ground. Hers actually does it on purpose.
I have buttons, and they are set. They are set fantastically. One is all the way down. Two is when I actually have good posture. Three is me standing and writing. And four is when I want to feel like I'm in control of a wonderful panel of shit. Very rarely do I go up to four. And that's not even the highest setting. So
Translation chat, the numbers on her desk are directly inverse to the amount of Jack and Dr. Peppers she's had.
I mean, technically, it is Coke and Coke and Jack.
Jack and Coke?
And that's Jack Sparrow.
Tonight it's Jack Sparrow. Yes, 3 hearts and Coke.
But the more the drinks, the lower the number on the desk.
No. Sometimes the more the drinks, the higher the fucking desk, because if not, she's going to be knocking into it.
Oh, that's fair.
Because she's
Because
dancing.
I'm going to be dancing.
Oh, we've stalled long enough. Kesha's ready-ish.
Yay! Accept. That was not planned. Hold
With
on.
the camera cut?
Yeah, that was not planned.
Neither was I.
Neither was I.
I was on purpose for a very sadistic reason. But here I am.
Cash. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. That was a me. Send invite. Action already taken.
Oh wow, I'm taller than you.
Well, Allie, we found out in a conversation last night that in order to be a member of this group, you have to like writing, you have to like cats, and you have to be under like 5'6".
I'm 5'6" and 3/4. Thank you very little.
Without your shoes on, you are under 5'6". I can prove it. I have a photo of standing next to you, and you don't have that much on me.
Regardless,
my sneakers.
I'm the shortest. Okay? I'm the shortest host. Okay, let's try this again and get our lovely Kesh up. There we go.
Everybody's throwing their heights in.
Can you hear me?
Yes!
Yes!
Okay, let's see if my camera wants to.
Oh, hell yeah. And it's much
Now
brighter tonight.
Yeah,
You're much
camera
clearer
quality's
than you normally are. So I'm
awesome.
like, okay, cool.
There we go. Oops, what happened?
Kesh is
I don't know.
I don't have the.
Kesh is loud.
I'm not used to.
Well,
not
usually
having the
she's
buttons.
quiet.
Okay, there we go. There we go. She is on
I'm
default.
sorry. I'll try to be quieter.
Well, I can adjust. There
No,
we go.
don't. You're good. It was just you came in real clear, real loud, real fast, and it was like, wow, we're not used to your mic working right away.
You don't adjust yourself. You adjust the technology.
Right. No, we're trying to get you to be louder.
Yes. Because
Oh,
you
Okay,
there's
can't.
I'm
the.
working on it. I'm
Hold
working
on.
on it.
Hold on. We got a thing for this. Let me just find it. There we go.
Giggity, giggity.
I already did that one.
Yeah, but her comment was just too perfect for it.
Yes, we need a hammer. Yeah, Cash, for some ungodly reason, when you go into narration mode, you get softer. You don't project.
Oh,
Now, I happen
okay
to
then.
know, after being friends with you for nearly 30 years, you can
That I
be
can be
loud.
obnoxiously loud.
You can. Yes.
Oh, I know.
Maybe reading out loud just triggers like librarian ASMR brain, you know? Who
It
knows?
might. It might. I
I'm
heard a
just getting
ding.
comfortable. How about y'all?
We've
All
got
right.
a Kieran. They are forklifting.
I was
Staying
pointing
alive.
above me at your cats.
Staying alive.
It's like,
Look, I've gotten so used to having to point at like authors and their book covers and their socials on the Friday night thing that I'm like, I feel like the meteorologist with the green screen. Eventually, I'm going to know like where the stuff is.
Yes, that was a big boom, Kieran. Oh, big yawn. Why are you blinking at me?
I have no idea what her problem is, but she's been like this all week, and and we're just gonna deal with it tonight.
Yeah, and now I gotta up your volume because you are so far away from your microphone.
I know, but if I scoot any closer,
I know. We can adjust for Stormy's neediness tonight. It's fine.
You don't adjust
very true.
yourself or your cats or your TV screen.
Yeah,
Right.
no. This is why we adjust technology.
We have the technology.
Yes.
Where are you guys dumping these extra emails in the inbox so I can take care of them real quick?
It depends on what it is. If it's a incoming
Well, then
stream
I'm already doing it.
type thing, it goes to
I'll let.
admin. And when we're done reading a story, we move it to 2026 so that it doesn't get
Oh, good to know.
overwhelming. Okay, so last week you all voted on concept, which you very rarely do. In the 2 years that Julie's brought different categories into this, very rarely does concept get picked, but you guys picked it. And earlier we had
I think, isn't that 2 this month?
I don't remember.
Well, it's been 2 in the last 30 days.
There we go.
I believe the last one for May was a concept.
Yep.
Okay, that's right.
Mouse, move correctly on the screen. Thank you very much. All right. So this week's prompt was concept. Oh wow, it did not come all the way across.
I don't remember it
YouTube.
verbatim, but I remember the concept being something along the lines of a character has to make a decision where a lie is easier than the truth or something like that.
Yeah, a character
Yeah.
must decide whether telling the truth will cause more harm than silence.
There we go.
Because if we don't know, lies give Izzy hives. I will throw myself under the bus. The only time I ever get away with it is birthday surprises or anniversary surprises or something like that. You know, good surprises. I will say, no, I didn't buy you anything. I didn't go on Temu and buy more charms. No, I did not.
I didn't even know anything about that until they showed up. Okay.
I gotta add a caveat to that. I know one other thing that you frequently lie about.
Well, is it an outright lie or is it a lie of omission?
Oh no, it's very much an outright lie. It's also a very obvious one, but the number of times that we catch you spacing out to Stray Kids content, we're like, "Are you looking at Stray Kids?" No.
Yeah, that doesn't count because y'all know that I'm lying. That doesn't count. Now, there are the rare moments where I'm like, no, I'm not. And then you're like, is it a different Korean band? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, and here's the kicker. You know how I can always tell when Izzy's lying? Her voice jumps 2 octaves.
It does. It does.
Folks, if I could make a... Go ahead.
Kesh can attest to that.
Mm-hmm.
If I could make a heartfelt request of everybody is to stop recommending K-pop bands to Izzy because I'm starting to run out of breath guessing them at this point. There used to just be 2.
There's only 4,
It's growing.
maybe 5?
Yep, see, it's growing.
The only 2
That's
that
right
matter are
now.
Stray Kids and ATs. Okay, those are the only 2 that truly matter.
K-pop bands are
Epic
not
High
Pokemon.
is getting there, but you know. Anyway, this is not about Izzy's obsession with.
Get the wheel. We're waiting on you.
Oh no, we've got to do morning. Or we got morning announcements. Oh, we have to do
Call to
Morning
order.
announcements.
The meeting is in session.
I did not just do that. I'm sorry, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
morning announcements. I'm sorry.
disturbing
Since we're all old enough to know this, I'll throw it back first if we're doing morning announcements. Bing, boom.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Yes, Spitzer,
everybody.
and they are teasing the fuck out of me with their brand new album that they dropped yesterday morning. I've been listening to it non-frickin' stop. Any hoozle.
Students, please pipe down and listen to the morning announcements.
Izzy, what do we got going on?
Boss lady.
Okay. Well, I will you get comfy, please? Thank you. Besides the fact that I'm being mauled by a cat. Who's now figured out? Okay, settle down. All right. We are less than, I think, 6 weeks, 4 weeks from Indian Indie, which is where you will see me, Izzy, and Kesh. In Carmel,
Wait,
Indiana.
how many weeks?
It's only
4
like
weeks.
5 weeks. It's only like 5 weeks.
That means my baby
Yeah, I
comes
know.
home in 4.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, got distracted.
Mom
No,
brain
very like.
is a thing.
So I also am under good authority that there are only 15 tickets left, and they were already released the second round, and this is the second round. There is only 15 tickets left for Indian Indie. So if you happen to be in the Indianapolis area, especially Carmel, Indiana, come August 8th, come over, see us. You might see us walking around out there. Say hi. We don't bite unless you want to and you're into that shit, but only with consent. Because consent is very important and context is too. Any boozles. We
Context
also
is
have
important.
yes. Uh, we also have Patrick's show. I believe it is July 17th. Ocon that will be coming up soon. Actually, if you want to know where we're going to be, why aren't you subscribed to the newsletter? Because everything's in the newsletter.
Absolutely. I mean, that
That
newsletter
requires me to
started.
check my email.
Look, I told somebody today that because 3 times they said, "You want me to send you the information via email?" And I'm like, "We're talking about it right here. Why do you need to send me an email?" Well, I figured you needed a reminder, and I'm like, email is where things go to get lost.
Yes, email is where things go to die.
Yes. So here's
Or
the
at least
thing,
it
though. If you want to know appearances of any of the prompters who have submitted to us where they're going to be, you got to get on the newsletter. I'm sorry. Now, of course, at the same time, we do have an events channel in our Discord. So if authors are going to appear at a certain place, they can drop the information in there and you can grab it from there.
The newsletter
being
is
said-
in the link below the stream.
Yes, absolutely. Both places, both on Twitch and YouTube. Also, this upcoming July, end of July, we were not aware of this event ahead of time, but we are now. It's the first annual in my freaking hometown. Okay. So I will be going there July 27th at the Allen County Fairgrounds in Indiana. 25th. Sorry, July 25th. And scoping it out, right? And I already know of one author duo that we met up in Green Bay that is going to be attending. So,
And one of our authors from our TikTokers
mhm.
that is actually going to be there.
So I'm going to get that information over into the events channel. If you happen to be up in Northeast Indiana and you want to swing by, track me down. I also don't work that day, so I will be there from noon to 5.
I'm going to be driving south that day.
Yeah. Gonna be driving right between Julie and Sticks.
Yep. Could be to Tennessee, might be all the way down to Florida. Don't know. We'll find out.
I just checked. Carmel, Indiana's a 7.25-hour drive for me, so I might swing it. No promises. I definitely won't be there for the July 25th one. That's wifey's birthday.
No, of course. Of course. And I couldn't come down to wifey's birthday. That's too far. But maybe next year I will have a better vehicle.
Does that conclude our morning announcements?
That's a very good question, Hellenic. So, if you go to the link, it opens our Beacons page. On the Beacons page is the sign up for the newsletter. All right.
Also, if you know any authors or book related people that you think would like to appear on the Book for Friday, please. I'm sorry. I upset Stormy.
You were too loud, Mom.
Badger
I was
them.
too loud. My bad.
Get them on the show.
Yes, because we have plenty of open spots in July, and we are already starting to book out for August.
Now, I have quite a list of authors I'm reaching out to, so don't be afraid to add to it.
Yes. Absolutely. But yes, I believe that concludes the morning announcements. Stormy says so.
All right.
Now she's pinning me.
All right, sit and spin.
Who's
Let's
up?
go.
Sit and spin.
Oh dear Lord.
Lord.
Come on. Why are you not? It's not spinning.
It's spinning on my side.
No. Like spin,
It's not.
spin.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not seeing it's like spin.
Hold on.
The penguin got the wheel.
Uh-oh.
Evidently.
Apparently, I did not hide fish in the wheel this time.
This is the first time that the penguin's gotten to the wheel. We need to increase security.
Yeah, we do.
You freaking kidding me?
Close and reopen.
Yeah. And I have it on the stream deck. Copy link. Okay.
We're secretly just building the suspense, you guys.
I mean, we got a hell of a show tonight. We've got 10.
We have
I mean,
10,
worst
and I see
comes
a
to
lot of
worst, we
high
can
word
draw
counts.
straws. Here we go. Spin! Be smarter than the wheel, Izzy. Eleni! I'm eating. Rock, paper, scissors, y'all.
I have a cat.
It's between
Not
me and
letting
you,
me have my
Sticks.
hands right now.
Do you want it? I'll take it if you don't want it. If you want to read, go for it.
Why don't we make this your inaugural one of being part of the show?
Okay, that's fair. I've already had one person reach out and request I do theirs tonight, but I can do as many as needed. Oh boy. I instantly regret. Hold on. I can fix this. Where's my plus button? There it is. I don't know why it came up in like 5-point font for me. Anyway, so this one is by our friendly Hellenic down in chat. The prophecy revealed. Chorus ignored the oracle's pleading voice. He ignored the bash of the door he'd just thrown open. He ignored his parents' startled glances. He ignored the cry of a civil servant who tried to warn him that the door he was striding toward was for emergencies only, and threw it open. He only flinched for a moment as the fire alarm began to blare, then strode ahead, ignoring his father's bull roar behind him. He extricated his car keys from his pocket, dislodging a red and black ballpoint from his pocket, where they clattered to the scalding pavement. "Shit!" he snarled, but ignored the discarded pens and kept smashing the unlock button on his fob, despite knowing that it hadn't worked for nearly a week. His mother caught up to him just as he was levering his key into the driver's door with shaking fingers. Corey, what's the matter? What did the prophet say?" "Ask me that again." Chorus ratcheted his eyes to his mother's startled face. saw the fear, the shock, the helplessness in her eyes, and ignored the guilt in his gut. He focused only on his rage, fanned it hotter. Go ahead. I dare you. Ask again. She blinked, and without taking a step back, seemed to retreat. We don't have to talk about it, she said gently. I just want to know if I can. I'll be fine, he barked. The door was unlocked as he wrenched the key in its socket, but just as he poised himself to climb in, the guilt caught up to him. I'll be fine, Mom. I just need a little time. He hazarded a look at his mother, saw the disbelief in her eyes, but she still nodded and said, Okay. Chorus was mentally replaying the memory, yet again, when a heavy mug clonked the side of his head. Ow! The shining green facsimile of a human hand was holding the mug over him, its cloth-textured arm leading back to the cloak that hung about his shoulders. Even as he watched, the hand lowered again and rubbed the tepid mug up against his cheek. Okay. He held up his hands and allowed Colonel, his shapeling familiar, to nest the mug between his palms. Thanks, Mom, he groused, and took a sip of his London fog. It was delicious, though barely warm enough to drink. At last, a short, blonde incubus carrying a manga-laden tote bag sprang into the cafe and wove his way through the lounge to Chorus's table. Hi, sorry I'm late. I had no idea the line was going to be so long. Chorus stood up to receive his friend with a tight hug. No worries, I just been drinking in the decor. Drain grinned, giving Chorus the extra squeeze before taking his seat. And what do you think? Chorus smiled and flicked his eyes over the room again. I think it looks like somebody's uncle's living room. Drain tittered. That's what I thought. He suddenly went all stiff and affected a posh British accent. Definitely didn't pre-read this. Why, this reminds me of my Uncle Joffrey's Edwardian boudoir, don't you know? They leaned their heads together and giggled slightly louder than would have been acceptable in a true Edwardian boudoir. Oh! Drain broke off quickly and dug around in his tote bag. I brought you back a little present from my Minnesota shoot. Ta-da! He held out a red graphic novel. What the fuck? Chorus squealed under his breath and took the pristine tome in both hands. Volume 9? Where did you... Secondhand bookstore. I was looking for Tagari, but I found this. Drain's lazy shrug failed to make his grin less smug. Chorus got up and hugged Drain a second time. Thank you so much, Drain? Called the barista. Drain threw a puzzled glance over his shoulder. Oh, yeah, I said you were 15 minutes away, so I went and ordered your usual since the line was long. Drain gave a little huff, half grateful, half scolding. Corey, you didn't have to get my coffee for me. Chorus arched a brow and held up his present. Drain rolled his eyes and sighed patiently. All right, I guess that's fair. He reached up to ruffle the taller man's hair. But you really need to learn to let me spoil you. I'll work on it. Chorus grinned. He studied the cover and did his best to simply savor the gift while Drain retrieved his coffee. Presently, Drain returned, took a sip of his quad grande hazelnut mocha, and set it on the table. So? Chorus took a deep breath. People only said so in that tone when it was time for a difficult talk. Lately, it seemed like you were warming to the idea of becoming a parent. I'd thought, before I left for my trip, that you were even excited about it. Then, last night, I get a text from you asking if it's possible to abort an unwanted womb tattoo. He leaned forward, his eyes as gentle as his tone. That's a pretty big change. Is it something you'd maybe want to talk about? The warlock closed his eyes for a moment. centering himself. Remember that fairy's business card we found? Drain nodded. Yesterday he was waiting for me at my apartment.